Sunshine, if I ever do find me a husband, I don't think I'm just going to even worry about his salary.
Honey, there ain't a man around here that's got a salary worth worrying about.
Oh,
I guarantee there'll be no shenanigans, but the deals will be good as been gold. And to tell you more about the deals from around the world, let me bring out my employee, Samurai Sumo Sample.
Get down here, quick as can, and make a deal with Gordy-san. Adola. We have used sample doll karate and chopped prices in half. We have cars from all over the world, even homeland, Japan.
China, Europe, we even got the snowmobiles from Antarctica. So get down here and enjoy the luck of the Irish this weekend.
Gordy-san say, you get down here and beat me in sumo wrestle match, then you will win a free car. So get down here quick as can. And remember number call, BR549.
Oh, wait a minute, Junior. Who's going to be paying for this free car?
Well, that would be you, Gordy-san, because it's the owner that pays.
Okay, Junior. Okay, I got a confession to make. So, I told Sonia the truth about our deal weeks ago. And guess what? She still loves me. So you know what? I'm perfectly happy being your employee.
Oh, being owner too hard for Gordy-san, eh? Look like it me, lucky day. Oh, Gordy-san, remember, Junior Sample always get even.
The prison decided to bring in some sumo wrestlers too. They thought they'd just match them all up against the biggest inmates in the jail. Only problem was, no one could tell if the pros outweigh the cons.
I'll tell you, Vern, our generation has a lot of good inventions.
I don't know about all that, Roy.
I bet you don't even know what a hard drive is.
Let me tell you something, son. I know all about a hard drive. I've driven across country with my wife, 3 kids, and a dog. Now that's a hard drive.
A man goes to the doctor concerned about his wife's hearing. The doctor says, well, stand behind her and say something and tell me how close you are when she hears you. The man goes home, sees his wife in the kitchen cutting carrots on the countertop. About 15 feet away, he says, honey, what's for dinner? Nothing. He gets halfway to her and repeats the same question. Nothing. Very concerned, he gets right behind her and asks again, what's for dinner? She turns around and says, for the 3rd time, beef stew.
Well, I went to Walmart today, and when I was in there, I was appalled. I saw the rudest, meanest, slowest cashier I think I've ever seen. But it's my own fault for letting my wife use the self-checkout.
You know, I need to find a man that has some convictions. Do you know where I can find them? Yeah, in jail.
But you smell mighty good today.
Well, I was reading this magazine, there's some cologne advertised in
Well, what was it?
it. Page 12. It was page 12.
Now here's a song by Pasha Sawyers.
of life. As many watched, the sky grew dark as the earth began to quake. And the third man cried to finish, saw history turn the page. They took his body from the cross as angels washed him high. His friends looked on with saddened hearts, Mother Mary must have cried. One spoke up named Joseph, said, "You can borrow my grave." But in 3 days the third man rose, history turned the page. He steps out in the middle of time, changed the course for man. Was the greatest day the world had known, fulfilled heaven's plan. When the battle and the garden lost, hope was now attained. As the third man paid the debt for all, history turned the page. As Jesus rose up in the clouds, his chosen were amazed. The angel said to those who watch, "You will return someday." Waiting for the trumpet sound, saints will leave the grave. Rising up to meet the Lord as history turned the page. He steps out in the middle of time, changed the course of man. Was the greatest day the world had known, fulfilled heaven's plan. When the battle and the garden lost, hope is now attained. As the third man paid the debt for all, history turned the page. As the third man paid the debt for all, history turned the page. As the third man paid the debt for all, history turned the page.
I told my boss 3 companies were after me and I needed a raise to stay at my job. Well, we haggled for a few minutes and he gave me a 5% raise. Leaving his office, he stopped and asked me, "By the way, which companies are after you?" I responded, "The gas, the electric, and the cable company."
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Charlie Ferguson, KORM News. And we got a lot of it, but I don't have it with me. But I do have something to give you. Sister Margaret was pulled into her usual parking spot right out in front of the church when a car zipped right in ahead of her and took her spot in the last second. A young man hopped out of the car and put his shades on his head. He looked over at Margaret and shrugged his shoulders and said, "That's what you can do when you're young and fast." A couple minutes later, they heard an awful crashing noise from inside the church. And everyone, including the young man, came running out. Margaret had rammed into the young man's car and backed up, hit again. The young man asked, "What are you doing?" Margaret replied, "This is what you can do when you're old and rich." A lady, shall we call her Ashley, was arrested for stealing down at Dollar General right here in Charlotte. She went before the judge and he asked, "What did you steal?" Ashley replied, "A can of peaches." The judge said the punishment should fit the crime. So tell me, how many peaches were in the can? She replied, 9. The judge then sentenced her to 9 months in jail, a month for every piece. As the judge prepared to bring the gavel down, her husband, shall we call him Brandon, stood up and said, "Wait a minute, Judge. You should know that she stole a can of peas as well." And the punishment is the crime. Lastly, the pastor, not here but up the road, we'll mention no names, went and got some false teeth. The following Sunday, he only preached 8 minutes. A week later, the sermon lasted only 12 minutes. The third Sunday, he went on for nearly 3 hours, until the deacons had to sit him down. When asked what was going on, the pastor said, "The first week, my mouth was so sore, 8 minutes is all I could stand. The second week, it was a little better, so I was able to preach 12 minutes. However, today, I mistakenly put my wife's teeth in and discovered I couldn't shut up." And that's the news.
A mother went in to wake her son for church one Sunday morning. When she knocked on his door, he said, "I'm not going." "Why not?" asked his mama. He said, "I'll give you 2 good reasons. 1, they don't like me. 2, I don't like them." His mother replied, "Well, I'm going to give you 2 good reasons why you will go to church. 1, you're 47 years old. And 2, you're the pastor." Now we're going to check in on Miss Sunshine Cornsilk in the one-room classroom.
Good morning, class. Gordy, why are you bringing that ladder to class?
Well, they said this was a high school.
Well, it feels more like an elementary school.
Mrs. Sunshine, I've been thinking, what is the world's tallest building?
Well, I think it's that building over in Dubai.
No, that's wrong. That's incorrect. It is the library, because it has the most stories.
Yes, Sunshine, look here. I got a question for you now. You gotta listen to me. You won't say that. What is the difference between a teacher and a trainer?
I don't know what, Buck.
Well, a teacher says, "Spit out that chewing gum, you hard-headed young'uns." And the trainer says, "Chew, chew, chew."
All right, Pops, I have a math problem for you. If you have $1 and your dad gives you another dollar, how many dollars do you have?
$1.
No, you do not know your math.
Well, you do not know my dad.
Little Johnny asked the teacher, "Can I be punished for something I haven't done?" The teacher was shocked. "Of course not, Johnny. That would be very unfair." Relieved, Johnny said, "Well, that's really good, because I haven't done my homework."
Well, Junior, I got my light bill again today. Oh boy, how bad was it? Well, let's just say if you come to my house, bring your flashlight.
I tell you what,
I'm getting stronger with age. You think so? Oh, I know so. This arm right here can now lift $200 worth of groceries.
There was this robber, and he saw this really well-dressed man. So he went up to him, pointed his gun, and started yelling, "Give me all your money." The man said, "Hey, don't you know who I am? I'm a U.S. congressman." The robber said, "Oh, well, in that case, why don't you give me all my money?"
Now here's a song from the Hee Haw Quartet.
Swing low, sweet chariots, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariots, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what do I see? Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Tell all my friends I'm coming too, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. You got to swing that chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing that chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. You've got to swing that chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing that chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Oh, baby.
What do you call an Irishman with his hand in a horse's mouth? A mechanic.
You know, Vern, we was so poor growing up, Mom would make us eat cereal with a fork, so when we was done, we could pass the milk down to the other kids. We was so poor, my dad would take us over to his sister's house, and he would tell us to eat the fruit off the wallpaper. That ain't nothing. We was so poor growing up that Dad said we couldn't afford a dog, and when the mailman would go up the road, he'd make us run out and bark at him. That ain't nothing. We was so poor, we heard that KFC was finger licking good, so we'd go down there and we'd lick other people's fingers.
Y'all are so poor.
In brains.
That's what's wrong.
I was so poor I had to vote for Donald Trump.
Than old Colonel Samples holding a bucket of chicken. Our deals are windshield licking good. It's and down here samples a lot. So without any further ado, let me bring out the biggest chicken in the world. For this house. Things seem a whole lot more normal down here now that Junior's back in charge, right? Old Junior Sample, he's the best car salesman in the whole country. Old Junior Sample, best car salesman in the whole entire world. You ain't nothing but a big old chicken. That's right, folks. Get down here quick as you can. Get down here quick as you can. We got a special for you. Now look here, chicken. You ain't supposed to be interrupting the colonel. Get down here quick as you can and make a deal. And we're going to give you this here free. One more time and I'm going to fry you up and stick you in this bucket. I'm warning you, chicken. Get down here quick as you can, folks, and make a deal, and we're going to give you a free bucket of chicken. And if you can't make it, remember the number to call is BR. Remember the number to call. BR 549.
His doctor for a bad cough. The doctor accidentally prescribed him a laxative instead of cough syrup. 3 days later, the patient comes in for his checkup, and the doctor says, "Well, are you still coughing?" The patient says, "Heck no, I ain't coughing. I'm scared to death to cough."
You're a teacher.
I believe everything I want in life can be found in a doctor. The doctor makes me feel better, makes you have lots of energy. I wake up every day thinking I need to find me a doctor.
My cousin is a doctor. Would you like to meet him?
No, honey, I ain't talking about no man. I'm talking about Dr. Pepper.
My husband got into a car crash. And the cops suspended his license and slapped him with a fine. He tried you that the other guy was eating the moon pie and talking on his phone. Well, Cops didn't care. He said he had full right to do whatever he wanted on his own front porch.
I'm a thinking. You know, Buck, some people say playing golf on a Sunday is a sin.
You're kidding me? I play golf to sin every day.
Have you ever read the Webster's Dictionary?
Well, no, I'm sort of waiting for them to make a movie about it.
What's the difference in a man's wallet before and after marriage?
Well, you know this one. These pictures where my money used to be.
I saw 3 people jogging outside the other day.
Yeah, what'd you do about it?
I got up and closed the blinds.
A duck walks into a pharmacy and walks up to the counter. I'd like some chapstick. How you gonna pay for that? The pharmacist asked. The duck replied, just put it on my bill.
I went to my kindergarten class reunion the other day, and I felt so embarrassed.
Well, why is that, sunshine? You're a beautiful woman.
Yes, I know, but I put on 100 pounds since kindergarten. Oh, and I decided to only eat whole foods.
I decided a long time ago just to eat whole foods. Whole buckets of chicken, whole Krispy Kreme dozen, whole bucket ice cream, the whole pizza, the whole 20-piece McNugget. I tell you, I like these whole foods. Yes, sir. Let's go.
You know, we old folks, we like to live on the edge. Back in my day, we didn't have phones that told you who was calling, and I still got one